Welcome to Toffee TV. It is official. Everton's most handsome player from last season is now permanently...
Many seasons.
No, from last season.
Yeah, but for just many.
Well, he is.
Just many seasons.
Andre Gomes is an Everton player. He has officially joined the club on a permanent deal from Barcelona for a fee in the region of £23 million, which is exceptional. 23. It's exceptional money. And it's the news, let's be honest, it's the news that all Evertonians wanted to hear, I think. We got him last season, and once he got into the team and settled down, we saw just about, just his level of quality. And are you happy that we've made the deal permanent?
Yeah, it's a start, isn't it? It's a start. I think the most important thing about last season was trying to keep as many of those players at the club as possible. We've got the first one in now. That obviously trying to bring K2 in will be a lot more difficult because of the circumstances. But if you've got a good side, or you think you've got a good side, you've got to try and keep it together, haven't you? And I think what the Gomes deal also illustrates is having a plan, seeing it through, knowing the value of a player, knowing how much you want to spend, knowing what a player wants, and not panicking. And I think it's just further proof of how well Marcel Brands does his job. He knows the market. He wasn't going to be pushed on it. There's been a lot of rumours in the last few weeks about other clubs, Tottenham having an interest, West Ham having an interest, that can frustrate a fan, but also can worry a fan. And I think the more we see of Marcel Brands doing these deals, the more comfortable you are when you see players maybe not come to Everton, or us be rumoured with a player, or maybe go after a player, but not, if the deal's not right, if the money's not right, then we'll not go through with it. And I think having that confidence in the people who run things at Everton Football Club is just as important as a fan, I think, nowadays, as getting the place through the door, because you're not worried, are you? You're not worried all the time, and you've got faith that if we go after a player and we really want him, we'll get him at the deal that suits us, as much as the club were buying off.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen that to a certain extent with Yerry Mina last season, didn't we? There was Marcel Brands wanted him, the manager wanted him. There was a lot of stuff being passed to the media from Barcelona's end, and he held in and got him at the price he wanted. And the same's happened with this fella. Andre Gomes came in. Everyone was a bit like that when we got him. Oh, yeah, because it was all about Mina, and it was about Luca Dean and Bernard, and Gomes got in the team, like you said, was brilliant at the start, had the dip and came back and finished strong, but embraced the club. Everybody took to him. And the worry, I suppose, at the end of the season was, the week of the Spurs game, there was all Tottenham have got an interest, they want him, and he's bound to go there because it's Champions League. And, the reports are coming out now that Tottenham dropped their interest because the player said he wanted to join Everton, which we thought anyway, but we kind of knew anyways, that there's no point pursuing a player who's got his heart set on a move somewhere else. West Ham obviously liked the player and thought they were led to believe by his agents and Barcelona that he might be interested in going there to bring Everton back to the table. And Brands has just sat back and let it play out and gone, Gomes, the deal, in my opinion, the agreement was done before the season finished, with Gomes was interested in coming back. Marco Silva already hinted at that anyway. But it had to be right on the money side of it, and Brands has sat back and gone, we know the player wants to come to us. Yeah. We know what we want to pay for him, and we'll let it play out. And you're right, going forward, that should give that confidence. It is difficult as a fan because the season finishes and you want to look forward to the next season, but you want to see that you're going to be better. We're all looking for those little guarantees that we're going to be better next season. And, the reality of it is, at the moment, not much has happened anyway. Yeah. But for people, it hasn't happened quick enough. And the other side to it is, and this is probably the most important thing, is there's a difficult scenario at Everton. Transfer money-wise, cash is there, but wages wise and playing squad numbers, it's tight. So you can't do one without doing the other, and that complicated, of course it does. But you know, we've seen other players going out the door, Jagielka, Williams and stuff. There'll be sales. Andre Gomes is done. That's a big thing for us. We've got him in now, and it just says to everybody, he come from Barcelona last year, he enjoyed it and he wants to stay, and we've tied him down from Barcelona for a great fee. That gives confidence, I think, and it also gives it sends the message out to all of those outlets, media outlets who are trying to muddy the waters, and that if Everton wants someone, they'll get him. And I think the fans need to take that on board, and have took it on board, to be fair. Most. You don't want to be nervous, aren't you?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, definitely, because you can't always get what you want, and you can't always keep what you want as well, with what we've seen. I think for the money, of a fee around 22 million, obviously with add-ons it could rise to around 30 million. But I just think that's an absolute bargain. There's no gamble there at all. You know, people will...
Solanke cost over 20 million, and other players of that ilk have cost
you
over
look
20,
at you.
What,
I think one of the things is you look at what he did last season in terms of assists and goals, and you say, right, we want more out of you. We want more out of you. But then, but for that kind of price, I don't think he comes into the club at that price, and there's a demand that he has to play every week. I mean, there wouldn't be that demand anyway, but you know what I mean? If you bring a player in for 30, 40, 50 million pounds, it's almost suggested straight away that that player's got to play, because you can't have a player sitting on the bench who costs that much money. It just wouldn't make a, you know, any kind of sense, any kind of sense. So I think for this kind of money, I think he comes into the side, obviously, because he's a starter, but there isn't that added pressure of he's got to play every single week. We want him to play every week, because we've already seen the talent he has got when he puts it all together. When he's not fit, and when, you know, he is one of those players, it just almost switches off. But last season he didn't have a pre-season, he was injured. I remember being around September time, some people going, we're never going to see him play. He's going to be one of those players we never see. You know, he'll be all injured. There was rumours that he'd got another injury. He was going to get sent back. You will never see him. We did see him.
It's like 29 games.
And what we seen from him when he was at his best was a player who physically can cope with the Premier League. A player who can hold the ball and then get away from players. And, okay, maybe the stats in terms of assists and goals aren't there, but you know what? They're not always there with some players. Some players are there to help the rest of the side. You know, there's players who play for the team who won the league and the team who finished second in the league who'd have very similar stats to Andre Gomes, but no one's questioning them because people around them are doing the job they're supposed to do. We all want to see a little bit more out of him this season. The goal he scored against Wolves showed what he can do. The goals he scored for Valencia showed what he can do. He can pick up that ball and he can run with it and be, you know, once he gets going, he's got the ability to keep it close to him, run at pace. People can't stand with him, and he's got a good finish as well. So we want to see a little bit more of that. So hopefully, now that he's at the club and he's an Everton player, we can see that coming on a little bit more, because he understands a little bit more. Having a pre-season as well will really help the fitness in those dark times that last season wasn't there. And as I said, it's just a no-brainer, and everyone is delighted by it as well. Everyone is absolutely. There's some people out there a little bit more delighted than others, but you know, everyone's delighted that the one we wanted first, we've got over the line, and now it's on to the next one, and you know, hopefully there'll be 3-4 more that come in and help the first team and bolster the squad, and you know. People are having to fight now to get in the team, which is what we want.
He's a belter, isn't he?
Well, he is, yeah.
I think the thing is, he's 25 years of age, he's a Portuguese international, he's played for Barcelona, he's played for Valencia, so being at big clubs, done well for us last season. You're right, there was a dip, but because no pre-season, there's always going to be a dip, and the amount of games we play means that there'll be a dip in anyone. So, good pre-season.
I think the other side of it is as well, he came in, I don't know what. You know, one of the things that happened when he came in last day of the transfer window, just before the season. He wasn't fit, we know that. But he didn't have any kind of agreement. There was no loan to buy situation. So who knows what he thought was going to happen. He might have come and it might have been a case of, right, you go in there, you're going to play, you'll come back and we'll see what happens. There might have been any intent from him to say, I'm going to be at this club. So he comes, at first he stayed, you know, I think he probably stayed in the Titanic.
Wasn't he? Yeah.
You know, then he got probably like rented a house and all that kind of thing. Now he's here. He can put down roots.
Yeah.
You know, listen, he was fantastic last season with the charity work he did and for the Everton community. He absolutely did embrace the club. But now that he's here, now that he's an Everton player, he doesn't have that little worry of, well, I might have to go back at the end of the season to somewhere I don't like. Now he can fully commit to Everton, and that brings its own challenges because people start saying now, well, you're not just on loan now. You've got to put that in, and we've seen how quickly it can flip the other way if people aren't, you know, if you've paid the money for someone and you aren't doing what you're expected to do. So there are other pressures that come with it, with being a permanent player. You can't just be sent back. But I think he'll embrace that, and I think, you know, I think now that as well, the fans, now that it's not a case of, oh, we don't want to lose you. Now he's ours. I think that relationship will grow a little bit stronger. Everton can start using him for you know, more PR. I know he did a little bit last season for, you know, but
he's going to be our model. Basically.
He is going to be. He's going to be on the kit. He's going to do, you know, the kit whenever we see it. He's
next
going to.
Week.
Yeah. Well, the week after.
Yeah.
We're going to start seeing all that kind of thing with him, and that's great because that just he is now hopefully the face of Everton Football Club, and
what a face!
What a face! I mean, put it on a t-shirt.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, he's a brilliant player, brilliant signing for us, and he's already, you know, he knows the way we play, Portuguese manager, and it's a really important one for me, and he'll be back in the Portugal.
Well, that's what I was going to say. That's the next step for him now. Now that he's got his club side sorted, he might have put the international side, international stuff to one side. He got called up once last season, didn't he? He didn't go because of an injury, but it was almost like he was saying, you know what, I want to get everything on the club side sorted first before I start thinking about that. Well, now that he has got it sorted, now we might say, well, you know what, now I do want to be
Euros next year, isn't it?
Now I do want to be in the national side. And Portugal are an excellent side. They just won the Nations League. The Euros are next summer. The final and the semi in Wembley. So, you know, it doesn't have to go too far for that. So,
no, listen, it's a brilliant bit of business by Everton. Brilliant by Marcel Brands. It should put people's faith in him even more. I think most people have got faith in him anyway, but you just got to let him steer the ship, because it's ideally, I'd have loved him to have been the sixth signing we've done this summer, because we just do. We love football transfers, don't we? We love the thought that you bring in this person and he's going to make your team even better. That's what we love. But it's not going to be smooth waters. We're going to have to get a few out before we get in. But he's important. He's very, very important, and he's in through the door, and that is a big thing. And there's Larsel as well, whether people think it's a signing or not. It doesn't matter. It's another squad player, so they're looking to build, and there'll be others, so we've just got to let it play out.
If Andre's watching, any chance we can have your PS4 gamer tag?
Oh,
he obviously loves the esports, doesn't he? You know what I mean? So
put it out there, like Blues player.
Yeah. Well, we're doing the work for Everton. Get an esports team on the go. Get Gomes the figurehead of it. Just saying.
Might be in conflict with his G2 team, but he could just do it on the side, couldn't he? He could just direct it. At the very least, put your gamer tag on and let Blues have a game against you.
Get G2 wearing Everton kits. Spread the word.
You never know. There you go. Let us know what you think. Are you delighted with Andre Gomes signing for Everton? Tina won't be happy. She said that he was signed for West Ham. Let us know in the comments section below. You're happy with the fee. You can't be unhappy with the fee, I don't think, in modern football, the amount players go for. What a signing, Andre Gomes through the door. Give this video a like. Don't forget to subscribe. If you want more videos, join us on Patreon, including live videos when we talk about Andre Gomes. There you go. Enjoy it. See you later.